Hi everybody, how you guys doing today? Well, I'm back to do a chef demo for you. And today I'm going to be making your favorite dressing, and that is caramelized onion dressing. So I'm going to start off with telling you what the ingredients are. And what we're going to have is we have a little bit of oregano, which is going to be about 2 tablespoons. We have 4 ounces of honey. We have 4 ounces of Dijon mustard. We have 2 cups of olive oil. And we have 5 ounces of brown sugar. And going with that, we have half a cup of red wine vinegar. So we're going to use white onions for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to julienne them for you. So I'm going to cut the ends off. And then cut them in half. Put this off to the side here. Take the skin off. Alright, so now what we've done is we took the skin off, and we have half onion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them and julienne them. Just like this. And everybody knows what I say. Always watch what you're doing. Never take your eyes off the knife, right? Because you may cut yourself. So it's very important to always do this. Never take your eyes off, all right? So you want to julienne them to be nice and thin. Okay. So there we go, just like that. Okay. Once we julienne them, what we're going to do is going to walk over. We're going to put just a little oil in the pan. And we're going to heat the pan up a little bit, okay? So this is what we're doing. Whoops. So we want it just enough so that it has the bottom has oil. So when we throw our onions in, we're going to start caramelizing them. We're going to put a brown sugar in there, and we're going to make them nice and sweet. We're going to cool it down, and when we're done, we're going to put it in the blender. We're going to emulsify it and make dressing out of it. Again, that's Chef Bill, and he's trying to photobomb us. So everybody knows who that is. So now, we're just going to let that heat up a little bit. Normally at this time, I always ask, does anybody have any questions? But I'm missing everybody. There's nobody out there. Most important thing is, yes, use white onions for something like this. It'll be better. Normally, like for salads and things like that, I use red onions. For eating hamburgers, I use red onions. And when I make dressings and stuff, I use white yellow onions. Alright, so what we do, we just grab one little onion. Just to see how hot the pan really is. We just put that in there. And as you see, it started to sizzle. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the pan right on over to the onion. We're going to put them all in there. Then we'll walk it back. And what we're going to do is we're just going to saute them. Okay? So that's one of the most important parts of it. Is this probably takes about 10 minutes totally when you're making it. It's not a very long recipe. It doesn't take long. But the key factor, if you cut those too thick, then your time is going to be a lot longer. You want to cut them thin so they can cook quicker. You don't want to burn them. You just want to start getting them brown. There goes Bill again. Bill, can you give me those tongs you said you're going to bring me? Thank you. He said he's going to bring me some tongs to help out. So now, while that's sauteing, there we go. Tongs. You don't want the little baby ones. The little baby ones are for him. So what we want to do is go ahead and start sauteing this off again, like I said. What we're going to do is we're going to do it about 50%, and then we're going to add the brown sugar in to get it nice and caramelized. All right, now I'm going to go get the brown sugar. This is 5 ounces of brown sugar, and then I'm going to put that in there, caramelize it down a little bit more again. Make sure you get all of it. Stir that up. That sugar, as we start to melt, it's going to give the onions a really great flavor. Just trying to get it really mixed up, blend up really well. Now you want to be careful because you can take brown sugar and if you cook it too long, it'll start crystallizing. You don't want to do that with the sugar. You want to make sure the sugar is cooking it, and you're just sweating off the onions to make sure they get soft. Once they get soft, we cool them down. We're going to put them in the blender. We're going to blend them up, but we're not trying to get that sugar to be super hard. So at this time, we've been doing this about almost a few minutes, and as you see, because I did it thin, it's starting to really cook off. The starting to come clarify. You can start to see it a little bit better. We're going to wait a few more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it up and make the dressing out of it. Like I said, it takes about 10 minutes to do the whole process. This is one of the dressings that the residents love. This is the one that everybody keeps asking me to make over and over and over. Now everybody will see that I have a problem here. I'm actually taller than the hood system, so every time I'm cooking, I have to bend my head down just to get underneath. One of the things people don't know about our kitchen here is I'm a little tall. All right, so now we're going to take this off and turn it off. We're going to bring it over. Cool down just a little bit. Then I'll put that into the mixer. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'll put it back on the stove. All right. So now we have the onions, red wine vinegar in there. We're going to add a little bit of oregano. We're going to add honey. Then we're going to add some Dijon mustard. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off on low, just add just a little bit of oil. Okay. We're going to start it off a little bit. Yes, the blender is loud. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to allow the blender to stay on. I'm going to slowly add the oil. This is called emulsifying. Emulsifying is when you take two different liquids that don't blend together. Like if you took vinegar and oil, they don't blend. One looks like it's floating above the other one. Or you take olive oil, or regular oil, or water, it just doesn't blend together. So what you do is, to emulsify it, you go slowly so it blends it together and makes the dressing. So that's what we're about to do. It's going to be a little loud. Adding the oil slowly. As you can see, I'm going very, very slow because I want it to blend really well. So now we're done, and I just wanted to show everybody what the dressing would look like. I'm pouring it in this container. As you can see, the chunk, it has small little chunks in it, but as you can see how smooth it is. Once this gets cold, and once that gets cold, then what's going to happen, it'll tighten up just a little, and that'll be your dressing. So that is caramelized onion dressing. So I just want to say thanks, guys, and I do miss you guys, and I hope that I get to do this in person so you can taste it again. And I'm looking forward for our dining room to open up. This is Chef Larry saying thank you.